here. What it do? Homie's coming in right now.
Yo.
What it do?
What's good?
How you doing, bro?
Good, chilling, fam.
That's right here. Just a little blessing for you, my boy.
Oh yeah, that stage, boy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. For sure. I appreciate you for coming live real quick with your boy.
Oh yeah, dog.
So how's it over there? It's raining over here, bro. How's it over in Texas?
Dude, it's chill. It's just windy tonight. It's just not that cold, just chilling.
Yeah, so my family's originally from El Paso, but
hell yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your area.
Well, dog, I'm from Austin, but right now I'm staying in San Marcos, Texas, 78666. You already know.
Right.
But yeah, we down here, and I just been making music down here, really, in San Marcos and Austin. I go to Austin sometimes to those studios, but really, I've just been here.
That's right. Hey, so I'm gonna give a little context to how I caught your music. So I don't know if a lot of people know, but there's like this whole food movement going on.
Yeah.
And I grew up saying "fool," and like the first time I saw it was "Fools Gone Wild," I think, and then after that, hella people, like there's Down Ass Fool, They Down Fool, like a gang of them. When was the first time that you were even aware that this like food movement was going on?
I got posted on the food community probably a year ago when I got a Baby Youngin feature, and
nice.
All these fool You Ain't Hard Fool. They yeah, like everybody's like, I got love from the food community.
Yeah, how did you feel getting on there the first time though? Because I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna deny. Like, I think my bad. Hey, I think there's I don't want to say that you're like not that you made it, but I feel like there's a little bit of legitimacy now, bro. What I'm saying is I feel like these platforms have created like a good enough platform, a legit enough platform that it's actually like you can say that it's like a level of like a little bit of success or a good good starting point.
Yeah, hell yeah. We just all coming together as people. It's the raza, man. We all just coming together. So, I mean, I like what you're doing, too. I see what you're doing, and I fuck with it, dog.
For sure. Yeah, man. Well, my platform is all about, trying to build bridges, bro. A little bit about myself is I'm a gang member that changed his life around a little bit. I'm still from my neighborhood and everything. I still keep it legit. I'm from the Bay Area, though, and moved down to L.A. when I was younger, and kind of went to USC, got into photography to tell my people's story and traveled all over the world doing that. So I've had some success. I've had some failures. I got to learn a lot, bro. And because of that, I want to be able to help the homies come up. And I was inspired by, I was on the radio for a long time, but I was inspired by, Adam 22, No Jumper and all that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was inspired by that, bro. But I was like, I want to do something like that. And it's not like copying him, but it's more like just, what he did was really smart, but it was also really dope, bro. He was looking out for youngsters, looking out for the next generation, looking out he even says I was just enjoying these fools' music, as a guy that owns a bike shop, and I was like, why is anybody interviewing these fools? They're legit, you know what I mean?
And yes, it's the young generation right now, man, because eventually all this music is gonna start sounding like the youngins right now. There's a lot of people that I know that are my age, and I'm young. I'm still in my teens. So there's a lot of people like me that are really coming up with some creative ideas, and next thing you know, one of these songs are gonna be a hit song, and then everybody's gonna hop on the wave, and then everybody's gonna go like that. So
and I can be somebody that shows love. My bad. Whoa, it's a lot of light. I kind of want to be a dude that shows love, just because, fool, you know what I mean? Not because you're hella popping, because of this or that, but because I actually dig your music, dig what you're trying to do, you feel me, what you're about. And I think that's I always tell people I know people that have 300 friends or whatever followers, and I know people that have 20,000 or whatever, but those 300 are engaged, bro. And you can do a lot with 300. People forget that 300 people in a room is a show. You feel me? So it's this idea of how you're supposed to be or how big. And then the other part is a lot of times I don't think people watch the struggle, bro. The struggle to get there.
Yeah, man. Coming with this shit, you gotta go through shit, man. This shit don't come easy at all. People want to be rappers, and I see it. Do you, man? But just know, this shit's hard as fuck. At the end of the day, you gotta go out there and get this shit, because this shit ain't gonna come to you.
Yeah.
And, for some people, they get that chance, and it's just like you got to take advantage of that opportunity, and just got to get in there, get in where you fit in.
Yeah, bro, and I'm always surprised that like people. I'm like, dude, you're gonna find out if you're passionate, if you actually love this or not. Like, you're gonna
Yeah,
definitely find out if you love this or not, because like you're gonna there's always like I always tell people like be ready for like 10 no's, but that one yes will hold you for the next 10 no's. You know what I mean? And then the
yeah,
next yes will hold you for the next. And you just keep elevating, bro. And then that's the thing. You keep elevating and having faith, you know what I mean? Like,
mm,
and just loving it. Like, people like I'm a photographer by trade and I do other things, bro. But like I don't feel like I'm working, bro. I left like
yeah,
I've been a photographer for a long time. I have a master's degree, bro. And like I went and got a city job, and I left that really good job and went back to you know my love, you know. And I don't make as much, bro, but I'm free, you know, and it feels good to be my own boss. Like I tell everybody, I'll work 80 hours as long as they're my hours. You know what I mean?
yeah, hell yeah.
So let me
No.
tell me a little bit more about yourself, bro. Tell me a little bit about your town, and then or that where you grew up more, but also where you found your art, like where you found the love for your art.
Shit. Well, dog, I grew up on the south side of Austin, so over there it was just me and my mama and my brother really, and my parents got separated at a young age, and so I didn't really see my dad for like a little bit. I saw him every now and then, but then like more as I start to get older, like right now I see my dad,
Yeah,
but no, I was just growing up, and we wasn't rich. I had like my family, where I come from, man. We got a lot of struggles, man. Just like, man, we come from like a bad like type of people that like I don't know. I just say like we got a big drug problem in my family. Like not we don't got a big one. It's just like on my mom's side of the family, man, we got some struggles, man. We don't have to go through things, but it's just a struggle that made us go through it, dog. We went through a struggle, real struggle. And so like growing up, it was like I'm gonna say it was I'm blessed to have my childhood because I feel like I did have a childhood. There's people that I know that can't even say that they really had one. So me, I was always happy, man. I was a good kid, man. I was just doing me, just going to school, being a happy kid, trying to be as happy just because for my mama, just for my family, just like try to be that light in my family, dog. So over time, I got older, and then eventually we moved out of Austin. I went we went to this little town called Leander. It's like up the road, and I was over there with my mama for a little bit. She got a new husband and everything, so things didn't work out. So you know how that go, like the stepdad and all that shit. Like you know
yeah.
how that shit goes. So eventually my mama got to the point where she had to like throw me out, and so I went with my dad. My dad already started his whole family. He had a whole little family already going. So I was really just like fitting there. I was like there, but like I wasn't like
Yeah,
really part of it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
man, I got older and then just really like start to isolate myself away from everybody. And I used to feel real alone. So like I was all like, man, I don't want to feel alone no more. So I used to play music and I used to play sad music. And I was all like, man, this shit like speaking truth to me. And then eventually I was all like, man, I feel like I can do this shit. Like some of these artists, like they were just like kids like me. They were youngins. I know a lot of people that are older now that are doing it when they're my age,
Yeah.
and now they're big and shit like that. So, um, yeah, dog, I started like just like flowing, trying to flow at first, man. I started off in the 8th grade, man, and it's like I did it, and like it wasn't good. I know it wasn't good, but everybody hated it.
Photography was pretty whack in the beginning too, but I love.
Yeah, I was making music on my phone, but
Yeah,
it's the thing. It's the thing that I didn't care what nobody thought at a point because I was all like, man, like I was doing there's so much stuff going on in my personal life where I couldn't really care what someone had to say on the internet. But when they started saying in real life when I was a kid, they used to mess with me, but it just made me want to go harder. So what's
exactly.
gonna call it? Eventually, man, I was just making music. It'd get like 1,000 plays, like tops, like, but it'd be like over like a year it was posted, and then shit. Eventually, dog, I made one song. I used one of my snowball microphones, little $50 microphone.
Damn.
Recorded the lyrics. Recorded all the stuff on my laptop, sent it to my email on my iPhone, and I mixed and mastered it on. I didn't even master. I just mixed it on my iPhone, and so
Yeah, dog, that's what it's
dude,
about.
yeah.
Age group
And
it
I
was.
made it sound. It sounded decent. It sounds decent
Man.
to this day. But that song ended up like going off. Like it has like 60K plays to this day. So
What's it
yeah.
called?
So go
What's the
ahead.
song?
Oh, it's called Young and Dumb.
Young.
It was one of my songs. I made it at my dad's shop, man. I just made it just because I was recording everywhere, man. I was just trying to find a place. Ain't no studio. I had like a pillow over my microphone type shit, like around it, just like little shit. And then I just kept on doing that type of music, and people kept on hating on me, and then rappers started hating on me, like in my area, because they saw that I was getting plays, and they weren't getting plays like that. And me, I
Yeah.
was at the time I was only in ninth grade, so I was young, so I was all like, man, I'm just gonna keep on doing this. And then eventually I did another song, and it got a lot of plays with my homie. Like it got like 25K. I did like a lot of songs on my phone, and then like nobody even knew. And then when this one dude started talking shit about me, and I knew that he went to the studio, right? So I was all like, I'm doing this shit on my phone, and they had a full recording studio. What's gonna happen when I go to that recording studio? So what's gonna call it? So man, the first time I walked into the booth, man, I was scared. I was shaking, man. And then like my first song, it was like weird. It was no rap song. It was like more like country type song, if I'm being honest. But I made a couple songs, and then like my third song that I hopped in this booth with, it was called Problems, and it was like one of my regular songs, but I liked it, man. It went hard. And what's some called after that, I just kept on going. And then I kept on going to these studios, and I started seeing big people in these studios. I'm like, hold on, I'm kind of like messing with like some big time like in my local area. I'm starting to like fuck with some real shit. So I met some dope ass people in the studio, people that made millions on like IG and shit, like type shit. People that got like deals with Sony, like type shit, like crazy shit. And
I was gonna ask you though, is because I'm gonna interview your homeboy in a little bit. My dumbass forgot that you guys were in Texas, but what I liked, what made me want to interview you guys too, also is the vibe. You feel me? Like you guys are bringing a different vibe. Like I think it's cool to be street and all that stuff. And like I grew up, I'm in a gang. You know what I mean? And so
yeah,
like. And if that's you, cool. And we all have a little bit of that, just as men, regardless. But what I wanted to ask you more is why do you or your homeboy, you guys, why do you all focus on that kind of vibe? Because I feel like that vibe is a more positive, like kind of like when I watched the last video, it's Toxic, right? It's called
yeah,
Toxic.
it's toxic.
So that one, like you guys were smiling, you're having fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a vibe of like happiness and like goodness and like, cause like for me as somebody that was lived a violent lifetime, like past, to be honest, I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm still gonna listen to that stuff because I feel it. But I
yeah.
also like a balance. You know what I mean? But within our culture, a balance. You feel me? That's why I was feeling you guys. So what made you guys like kind of go with that vibe?
Man, cause it's all about love, man. We just trying to like me, like I'm just trying to spread love. I'm trying to spread a message. So is my homie, Lil Tony. Tone's trying to spread love too. I see him. I know what he's about. But it's just like all that gangster rap, like that shit's cool. Like I put that shit into my music sometimes just because it's where I'm from. It's like
Yeah,
I
like, that's
don't
what I'm
choose this shit.
part of
Like
culture, but there's also so much more to us too, right?
yeah, cause like there's some people that see like these rappers, like all these rappers, like Pocho1, all of them, like they think they want to be thugs, so like they're just gonna put some thug, they're gonna turn like do all this stuff, and man, that stuff like that gets them killed, so man, I be in the street sometimes, but like I don't try to be like all street and stuff like that in my music, man. I just try to spread good love. I try to spread like an anthem, dog, like some shit that people can nod their head to and like feel, dog.
Yeah.
Like
What's going on with man? Right? It's dangerous to be a rapper in 2001 and 20, man. What's his name? Yeah, his name was Pooh Shiesty. Is that his name?
yeah, Pocho1.
Like, like was it like a day ago or 2 days ago or 3 days ago? Or, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't even keep up, bro. That's what's kind of sad is you can't even keep up, and then you don't even know. Then it's you know what I always feel kind of bad is then I'm like, oh, I'm the dude that finds the music after he's gone, you know, and I hate when that happens. But it is. I think that's another sad thing. You know what I mean? So what's kind of what do you have a plan? What do you want to do? And how has the pandemic affected it? Because I can't tell you, bro. I'm a photographer and videographer, content creator. So I'm used to I'm like one of the shooters you see in the concerts and stuff like that, you know, and regular all the time.
My bad.
Good man, trust me. One of my lights went out, so I had to get another one. That's live, bro. That's why I like it. We can edit and do all that shit, but man, I just like to go. But I miss man, I miss fucking concerts. I miss hugging people.
Man.
How has the pandemic affected your art?
Man, right when I was about to do a show with Peso, man. When I was about to do a show with Peso, I was gonna open up for Peso. Whatchamacallit? And it was at South by Southwest too.
I was going there. That's fucking. My bashing. Hey, that's because I work for a company called Gager. Shout out Gager. You'll see it on my line. And we have a new social media site for underground artists. But we were going there, bro. You know, it's in March, right? It's like well into April, but it was this time last year. We were getting our tickets ready and everything. I think we already had our tickets. No, we already had our.
Yeah, we had tickets.
Because remember the day they shut down South by Southwest and everyone was like, "Oh, this is real." It was right when like basketball players were getting it, that full Tom Hanks. Mm-hmm. But I could not believe it, bro. Because I haven't been to South by Southwest I lived in Los Angeles for many years, so I would go. But for some reason, I just haven't gone in 3-4 years. So I was really looking forward to it, and then this happened. So it's been how's it been for you and your homies though? Like, what's the vibe,
man?
How's it gonna, you know? And how long is this mother? I guess it's more open in Texas though.
Yeah, it's starting to be more open in Texas, but still, man, like I don't know, like there's still a lot of shit going on. Like if we were to have a show, like man, I want to go and have a show where I can have like a big show. I don't want like just like people having like masks and shit at my show. Like I want to be able to let people have the full experience when I do this shit.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be. That's why I'm like almost hold off. I don't know that more. I know people are struggling right now, especially those major artists that were making like little of them probably. I bet you. I mean, you know, they're still getting bags and everything, but
they doing features, they doing songs, they making that money back.
Oh, that's how they're doing it, huh?
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about all those dudes in Texas and kind of like there's little, you know, like between the Latinos and it's sad to say that I forget. Hey, there's that Peso and then the other guy. They were going for a while. How do you feel?
Oh, that Peso and YTM little event, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I think just YTM little event a hater. I think he was just hating really, just because like I don't know. We saw Peso doing like one of his top songs is Peso's diss. So I'm all like, man, like, I mean, do you, man? That's cool, but like
energy was. I don't know the Peso dude. I mean, I've seen him, but on No Jumper. But I think that was it. But the other guy just seemed tense, you know, and it was just like, oof, like you seem like you're trying a lot, but at the same time, you know, it's his energy. His music's isn't horrible. Actually.
It's not. It's good, but it's just like
I have to say. I mean, for what it is, I think people have to understand like music in its context. So within its context, it's not. I think both of them have good music actually. And what I was kind of tripping about, bro, is that like these fools are dope and they probably do better together. It's kind of like when what's his face did a song together and it was like one of the biggest songs, and then they started having funk, and then now it shows that you can come back. So my whole thing is I've been seeing a lot of that funk, and I just was hoping that in our community, like, you know, like we could have less of that, you know what I mean? Because we're also known for building each other up and like uniting instead of like, and I know that like to get clout, you know, you want to do all this negative shit, but I feel like it's slowly starting to get played out and people are kind of getting sick of this, like doing it for the clout, you know, doing it for the gram of like, you know, people going far out just on like that guy that just got killed a couple months ago in Block Boy something in LA. He was trolling everybody in LA, bro, and they murdered him eventually, you know, and so, trolling in the hood's a little different.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, Black Boy something, bro, his name. He was just always talking mess. But what do you think about the whole like troll thing and how do you because sometimes I tell people try not to feed into it because then now you're in their world.
Yeah, nah, the trolls and all that, like the haters and type shit, man. Honestly, dog, I think all them people lame, to be honest. Like, cause like I think about it, and I'm all like, I go to their account or something, and I see that they're like somebody that doesn't even have their picture up, someone that doesn't like
Yeah,
see who they're at. So I'm all like, I mean, go ahead, hate on me for making a name for myself, but at the end of the day, I'm never gonna know who you are, and so like I just. Man, I'm just gonna do me. Like I don't care what nobody gotta say. Man, I see people like you like at first when I first got my first full community post, what's we call it? I was man, I was reading through all them comments and I like there was not like one
hey, some of them could, you know, but I'm like,
no.
bro, it's true though. If you look at some of the worst ones, they're always almost always like a fool that's not, you know what I mean, doesn't have no
Yeah.
real pictures, nothing. And I always tell
Yeah.
them, me, I'm out here in the public, bro. So if you, because I be talking in the comments now, I didn't even know about comments, but I think it's fun now. I'm
Yeah.
new to, I'm always late to it, but then I speed up. But then people be talking back, especially if you do a comment that it hits, and it
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, hella people like it, you know, like hundreds of likes. Cause some of those, I don't know if you noticed, some of those comments, bro, little message,
Yeah.
you know, hundreds of likes, and then there'd be a bunch of people supporting. But then, like, I'm the type of, and I've been working on this. You get 30 comments, but the one comment that's a little negative, you want to focus all your attention on that instead of noticing that like all these people, you know, are supporting me. I came back to my hometown here in the Bay because I lived in LA for 14 years. And at the height of my career, bro, I had a spiritual awakening, quit drinking. I still blaze, quit drinking and doing coke.
Yeah.
And I saw you guys talking about coke a little, but I'll leave it out. I watched other videos, but I had awakening and moved back to my hometown because I wanted to give back to my community where I'm from. You feel me? And not live that LA life no more. And it was good to me, you know. So now that's what kind of what I'm doing now, bro. Is I'm out here trying to build up our community, our culture, our being able to be like um, self-reliant kind of, because I've learned also in this pandemic, bro, it shows you how like the system isn't created for us and they don't care about it. So we really do need to figure out how to take care of ourselves. So one thing I also want to ask you is like to the youngster kind of growing up like you, and I know it's cheesy, but I like cheesy. Like, what would
Yeah.
you say to little youngsters, especially because I always like to really it was hit the hammer and the nail over a lot when it comes to understanding how to deal with no's, like how to deal,
Uh
or dealing with letdowns, because a lot of people let you down, right? Like they'll say they're
yeah.
interview, but then they'll say that and then they forgot or something, or just how many letdowns there could be, or how many promises, dreams, or they tell you, and how you have to like keep mentally like figuring out if you still want to do this. And so how have you been able to kind of work through some of the challenges?
Man, just keep pushing, dog. Remember, like, what you in this shit for? Like, why you doing this shit? Like, at the end of the day, you gotta, like, realize that, like, not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna fuck with your shit. Not everybody's gonna bob your head to your shit. Some people will, and some people will love your shit. Do it for the people that love your fucking shit. Do it for you, really. Do it for you. Just do it. Just make a name for yourself, dog. Put that message out there. Put that message that you want to put out there. Be positive, dog. Just do it for the love, dog. Cause that's what it's all about, dog. Really.
Yeah, facts, bro. Because I feel like yeah, if you could talk a lot of ish and say, do these things, but then like that energy comes back, bro. That's why a lot of these rappers that get murked is because they're out there, being disrespectful, being this, that, or the other, And I feel like for me personally, bro, I've been putting a lot of positive energy in the world, and I feel like it's back. The people that I'm being attracted to in the sense of the music I'm listening, looking, the things that are attracting my eye. As somebody that I feel like I have a good eye for. I also do a lot of producing of music and stuff behind the scenes. Because I'm a creator, a creative person, so I'm a creative executive for, at a studios, and so I kind of just look at the overall, the person, the branding, the picture, all of that, and then I have a good, just from the streets, an eye for ear for music, and
Mm.
so, and I personally try to promote like just being yourself. Oh, in 2021, I just want to be myself, and I want to be around people that authentically are feeling me, bro, for me. So it doesn't have to be, if I wanted to get on here and shit on people all day long, bro, I probably could get way more followers. But followers for what? You feel me?
Yeah.
would rather have way less followers, but they're solid people, that are, you know, looking at up and thinking about me than a bunch of people that every day are just trying to shit on me. Like, I don't think Tekashi with that money and all that, like, I don't think he's really happy, bro.
Nah, hell no. I see that shit, and that's what happens, dog. Cause like you like put your shit out there. You like say this. You stand on this. You stand on something that you ain't really about. That's rule number one. You can't do that shit. You
Facts.
can't. You ain't gonna go nowhere. And you think that shit gonna last? That shit don't last. You snitch. You rat. That shit ain't gonna last for shit. You a rat. If anybody knows you a rat, they ain't gonna fuck with you automatically. And you talking that street shit. You talking about how you sued this. You doing this. Like all that. You ain't gonna get nowhere, dog. And you gonna be a target. Like I'm pretty sure. Like man, that shit ain't
Test
gonna
you.
last.
You're gonna get tested too.
Yeah,
I mean, and all this, bro. Eventually, somebody will test you. And the other thing is, a lot of these fools have nothing to lose, so it's a losing battle. When I started going to college, bro, and I'd come back to my hood, I was like, whoa, I really like. They would always tell me to go home, you know. But I remember noticing, like, oh, I don't have that kind of hate in my heart no more. It's a losing battle. I can't compete in this crazy ass world anymore. I need to step out because I'm gonna get hurt. And a lot of times, I think a lot of people get hurt in that transition. And I always tell people, you can't be in the streets and be a rapper too. You can't be in the streets and be an artist too, unless you're a graffiti artist. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
you know, like you gotta like, if you did come from the streets, I really do believe that you need to not cut your ties, but understand that you're a different kind of dude now, and you gotta move different.
Yeah, dog. You gotta like. I think about it, man, and sometimes like I be in this shit and like it's just all like, man. At the end of the day, like I might make myself into a target, like being in the streets, fucking with the wrong people, doing all this shit, doing bad shit. But it's just all like sometimes like you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, and like sometimes you just gotta like, man, you just gotta like make the right decision. Sometimes it's really hard to do that. It's really hard to do that sometimes for like people that are confused. So I mean, man, you just gotta stay away from all this bad shit, man. And it's like a really bad time right now. People don't realize how bad it is right now.
Yeah.
And it's you just gotta be about love, dog. Like in my music, like really my music is me venting, talking about this, talking about that, talking about how this didn't work out, talking about how I miss somebody and my like how my life was like back then, like man, like all that shit is for me, and that shit helps other people, and that makes me happy. That helps other people, man. Really, just go out there and just fucking help other people. Like helping people is like gonna benefit you the most. Like that's the only shit that's gonna benefit you in life, really, because other people are gonna want to help you. So
Yeah, bro. And I mean, I was a real self-centered dude, bro, especially in LA. You know, I've been able to transform my situation, bro. I had a daughter, I had a family, I had kids later and shit because I wanted to, because I was too crazy, feel me? But like now it's just, I feel like, you know, when you're putting good shit out there, good, you know what I mean? It's coming back.
yeah,
And instead of talking to some fool that just don't give a fuck, you know, I'm talking to somebody like you, like actually cares about the world or about you, about your family, about your people. And, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. So to wrap it up, is there anything else you want to give a shout out to anybody, any shout outs? And, you know, and I got your name right on top, right? To make sure.
yeah, hell yeah,
I was,
man.
I didn't smoke right now, but I was like, I didn't want to smoke my dumb ass. When I smoke, it's cool, but like I'll forget something dumb, you know, and I'm like live, you feel me? So
Nah, I feel you. Nah, I blazed it like 30 minutes before this shit, so I was just chilling, listening. But hell yeah, dog. Nah, I like to shout out shit. Shout out to all the people that supporting me in my hometown and everywhere else. Shout out to shit. Shout out to my engineer. Shout out my engineer Rich. Rich, I love you. Shout out to you. Shout out to my girl. She been here the whole time. She's been chilling.
yeah.
Man, shout out to everybody that supported me, really. I fuck with y'all, love y'all, I appreciate all this shit. And really, it helps me at the end of the day. You don't know how much, like, I'll see, like, a comment or some shit, and that shit will just fix my day, dog. I'll be on my phone all day just smiling. But, yeah, that's it, really.
For sure, for sure. All right, baby. All right, well, stay in touch, my boy. Much love. I appreciate you and everybody that tuned in. I appreciate it. I'm going to post this, and I'll share it with you, too. And everybody out there in Pocho1, I'll catch you on the next one. We got the homie coming up at 9 o'clock West Coast time, and we'll catch you then, bro. Much love, bro.
Hey, gang, it's been sad strong, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate the love.
That's right. Stay strong, bro.